Here at Strut for Kids, we know that our parents just want what's best for their children. They want them to be happy and healthy. Parents who have a young child want them to enjoy school and maybe play sports and have fun with their friends. Parents who have a child who's a teenager want them to look forward to learning to drive, going to prom, maybe go on dates, or even look forward to going to college. A normal part of parenthood is dealing with sick children, and that can be fevers from a cold or bruising from playing on the playground too hard. But no parent really expects for these symptoms to persist.
He just started getting sick, just having a lot of fevers, and he is not a very sickly kid, so I knew something was wrong. So I kept insisting, something's wrong, something's wrong.
She had caught a cold and she didn't seem to be bouncing back from it.
She started to lose some coloring.
And then one evening she told us she was dizzy, and I said, okay, that's it. We're going to urgent care right now.
As a parent, they just know something is wrong. And so suddenly they're hearing these words, your child has cancer. And in that moment, the dreams shift from wanting your child to go on a play date or thinking about college to really hoping that your child is going to live.
It was denial for me at first. I didn't want to accept it.
I just lost it, screaming. And my first thought was, I can't live without my baby.
We went from a normal kid to our lives have changed for 2.5 years in an instant.
And I was very worried for her because her had cancer.
After the initial diagnosis, the reality of treatment sets in for families. What a lot of people don't realize is that 100% of families who have a childhood cancer diagnosis have to travel for treatment. And even though we have wonderful medical facilities here in the Cape Fear area, there's not a pediatric oncology program. And the closest treatment is UNC or Duke, which is a 2.5-hour trip one way. Not only is there the time aspect, but they're having to spend extra money on gas, food, hotels. And these treatments can be anywhere from once a week to every day for a couple of weeks on end, and treatment can go on for months and even years.
We actually have to go to Chapel Hill every single week. In the beginning, we had to go twice a week, which is a lot of traveling. I'm thankful for Strut for Kids because as a single mom, financially, this is really hard for me, but I know that we're gonna do it, and I know Jake is going to overcome this, and 20 years later, he's going to look back and say, I did this.
This is an incredibly challenging time for families. And so you can imagine as a parent, if you're spending that much time in the hospital or in clinic, 2.5 hours away from your home, you're often missing wages from work. And so not only are parents experiencing an increase in their expenses, but they're also losing income.
Your child is, a 6-hour round trip away from your home and work. That really puts a strain on families financially.
He ended up actually losing his job, and that was just another blow when you have so much going on.
Strut for Kids was the first organization that we came in contact with. They help everybody in the Wilmington area.
Here at Strut for Kids, we believe that no child should fight alone. As you can imagine, this journey can be incredibly challenging, isolating, and at times very hopeless. We exist to provide hope for Cape Fear families on the childhood cancer journey.
It means so much to you to know that you're not a charity case, that you're genuinely loved and they genuinely want to do this for you because they just want to do anything. It makes such a difference. I mean, there was so much overwhelming in the bad way, and to just have a little glimmer of you're going to be able to get through this.
It's not something you could ever get through alone.
Yeah.
So it was a glimpse of hope on a very dark night.
One of the primary ways that we support families is through financial assistance through our Hope Fund application. The Hope Fund is a program where families can apply for critical household bills, things like mortgage, rent, utilities, transportation, things like new tires or car repairs, so they can make sure they can take that trip from Wilmington to Chapel Hill. For many families, this is a lifeline so that they can, again, focus their time on what is most important, the health of their child. We're really proud to say that we've never turned a family in need away, and it's part of our mission that we never will. Here at Strut for Kids, we desire to develop long-term, meaningful, and impactful relationships with these families that we serve. And so very early in the diagnosis, we'll reach out to the parent or the caretaker and we'll schedule a home visit with these families. And when we go in, we get to learn all about them, and we really try to meet each family where they are. So we've had a single mom who had food insecurity, and so we wanted to make sure that we connected her to a local food bank. We've helped set up meal trains so that when a family gets back from a long hospital admission, they have hot meals ready and waiting for them. We've also talked with families about helping with things like household chores. So paying for maid services for a mom who also had surgery right after her own daughter did. Each family has their own unique needs, and so we try to make sure that we're meeting each one of those individually. One of our favorite new programs that we're just launching is called the No Mo Chemo Celebrations. So we know how important milestones are, and one of the milestones that kids go through on their journey is the final end of their treatment. It's being able to look forward to a special party or celebration that they get to decide what they want to do helps them have hope to finish that journey strong. So for some kids, that's been tickets to Disney for the day, and for others, it's been a fun celebration with piñatas. I think hope comes in a lot of different shapes and sizes, and that part of hope is having fun and something to look forward to. It's also really important for the kids to get to socialize with other kids who are going through similar situations. So we have fun events like a professional magician, we have superheroes, princesses, we have s'mores and face painting, all kinds of fun activities. We've also done games on the beach, cookouts, lots of opportunities for the kids to just play and just be kids. And it provides hope for their families knowing that they have something joyful to look forward to. And it's memories that they have year after year to look back on. We couldn't do what we do and fulfill our mission without the support of a caring community. And trust me, we are just getting started. We have so much that we want to do for our families who are on the childhood cancer journey. There are many ways in which you can support Strut for Kids. One of them is our flagship fundraiser, which is a 5K. If you're a runner or even if you're a walker, it's a very fun day to come out and support childhood cancer families, and it takes place every year in the spring. Every year in the fall, we honor one of our childhood cancer warriors, Owen Preston, by throwing a bingo night in his honor. It's a fun evening for you to come out and celebrate and maybe even win some great prizes. As you may imagine, a global pandemic and the need for social distancing has made events for our charity very challenging, if not nearly impossible. So we're looking for your help in different ways. We would like for you to consider to go on our website and make either a one-time or even better, a monthly contribution to our organization to help ensure that we have a very sustainable and long-term approach to supporting our families on the childhood cancer journey. You can provide hope today. Go to www.strutforkids.org and give now.